Closer together.
We're going to meet these students. We're going to be doing a tour for the new Faculty of Criminology students at UOIT. They've invaded the downtown, and the downtown has never been buzzing as much as it is in the last few days.
I'm Vivian with the BIA in downtown, and we're so excited because we are crawling with students today.
How's everyone?
Anthony, tell her who you are.
My name is Anthony Boland, President of the Student Association.
Yay! Yay! Are you excited, Anthony?
I am. I'm always excited.
Yeah, so we're going to get great reception from all the businesses. Yeah, and sometimes they have student promotions.
We've heard.
It's a great event.
New digs. And we're looking forward to it.
Yeah, well, it's great. Well, we welcome you. I have a business downtown, but I know all the businesses are really happy to have you guys here. So
It'll be a great influence.
come and explore.
We are crawling with students.
We are. It's fantastic.
Very exciting.
And some very well-dressed professors.
Yes, extremely well-dressed professors.
Okay guys, if I could get everybody's attention up here, I'm going to introduce myself.
Gather around.
Okay, so my name is Claire and I'm a third-year communications student, and I'm going to be at this downtown campus with you guys next year.
I'm Louise Parkes. I'm a city councillor running for mayor in this election, and the Regent Theatre was our dream. My husband Daryl and I's dream for 10 years. So the community really came out to save this, and we just want to give you a real warm welcome to downtown Oshawa. You're part of a family and a community, and you're going to have a great time, and you're going to be treated like royalty downtown. So we are just so pumped to have you downtown.
Okay, so let's start with our tour. Reported opening dates of our Regent Theatre date back from the late 1919 to late 1921. And UOIT proudly assumed ownership of this historic Regent Theatre in early 2009. This will be used for a UOIT lecture hall for the students, and the community will be holding different events here during the evenings and weekends as well.
There's going to be concerts here. It's really going to be not just classrooms, it's going to be for the community. And that's something that Oshawa has been needing for a long time.
Let's keep going, guys.
And this here is the Janasha Hotel. This is a hotel that was built by the Edwards family in the 20s. It used to be the place where all the up-and-coming folks would go for Sunday dinner at the Rib Room. And it fell sort of into hard times. It had some great rock concerts in the 70s. And then it fell into ownership. They opened a strip club, and it became notorious. And we got rid of the strip club, and it's going to be redone as a student residence.
And if you guys have any other questions along the way, feel free to just ask.
Has anyone ever heard of Camp X? Camp X is actually down towards the lake. It was a spy training camp. There's some great books out about it. It was actually the home of James Bond. The author actually was trained there. So there's some great stories of some spy. They had some various things happen in this hotel.
Okay guys, we can get everybody to kind of stop around here. So we're at 61 Charles Street. This building right here is obviously being renovated, clearly, and this is part of the UOIT as well. It's going to have lecture halls, office spaces, study areas, student services, a cafe. This is also where our library will be for the books that we're going to need specifically at our faculty, the SSH faculty. And the building retrofit is being carried out over 2 large floors and will include upgrades to mechanical systems to ensure energy efficiency, accessibility to other modifications. The 3rd floor of the building won't be completed just yet, but it'll be available to us for further expansion in the future. And clearly it's not ready right now, but they're hoping to have it completed by our winter semester, so January 2011. And let's keep walking.
Wait! Louise, tell them what it was.
So this was a 1903. What's really amazing about this, you're part of the future. This building was built in 1903 by the T. Eaton Company's underwear factory. factory. In the 20s it was bought by Elgin Press, but during the war they printed counterfeit money for the spies that were being trained at Camp X on the lake to go overseas and, you know, really, frankly, make our future possibilities. So this is a really historic building.
Okay guys, you might be familiar with this here. It's our GM Center. And you see the Prospects Pub, or sorry, Bar and Grill right there? Just next to that, they're actually creating a student lounge specifically for you guys. Again, you'll be able to just kind of hang out there, maybe do some homework, meet up with some friends, and again, there's the Bar and Grill for a great place to grab a lunch. There's other cool stuff that goes on at the GM Center as well, like shows and concerts. There's the Headley show coming in late September.
This used to be just sort of an empty field, and the city built this. General Motors gives us $75,000 a year for the naming rights, but the city of Oshawa built this. We wanted to keep the Generals here, and we wanted to have a major, really multi-use sports and entertainment complex. So here, and this was painted by Brian Womanoli, who's a famous mural artist from Kingsville, Ontario. So it's a good one.
The whole idea of the murals, you'll see them on sides of buildings, but this was a project that was done in the mid-1990s for about a 10-year period, funded by the city and the community. Many of the artists stayed actually at our home and other people's homes. Artists came from all around. The whole idea was we fix up the downtown, we show a little bit of our history, and it helps economic development. So a lot of the buildings that were initially empty or underutilized were completely, you know, once we did this, it really helped things. So it livens it up, and there's a little bit of history. We still think it would be great to do some sculptures and some other art down the road. But
I think so
guys,
too.
Carry on.
Move in. There's another group catching up. So our registrar's office, go there for financial aid, etc. We also have our Student Experience Center, which is Unit 109. This is career services, counseling services, disability services, student development services. And finally, in this building right here, we have our campus prayer room. And tell us a bit more about the building then.
Well, it started, that was really, this building was, it's about 28 years old now, and it was one of the first, and that's when the downtown Renaissance was starting just at the end of the late 80s, early 90s. This street, Richmond, used to be a giant piano works that came all the way up, and this is where the GM land, the GM's factories were, the downtown factories, and that's why we still have all these one-way streets, because they changed the city, the street system to accommodate the shift change at 3 o'clock at GM, and they've never changed it back. But now we have a Y, an empty lot. We're planning on a large condo there and townhomes, and then the courthouse.
And in this building, you're going to find mainly the offices of our faculty members, as well as tutorial-sized classrooms. And that's basically it. So does anybody have any questions about anything that we walked past, or?
There's one piece of information. In 2 years, you're going to be able to walk down the path right beside here, and there's going to be a GO train station stop on the north side of the old Knob Hill. So it'll be about an 8-minute walk to be here.